Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to Ostriv. Right then, before we start, I had some fantastic tips from, I think it translates to Alexander. Basically saying slaughterhouses, you know how I keep making bloody cart sheds. I think I've made an extra slaughterhouse as well. But it keeps coming up with... keep coming up with... can't get no cart to fetch pig. Something like that. There was a little comment in there. Basically what he was saying was you can't use cart shed, at least for now. Only cart parking will work. I've got no workers in there this second anyway. So I'm going to build a cart park. Let's drop the speed one for now. So a cart parking. I'm going to put it next to... I'll pause it because there's a trader there. Let's just turn it around a bit. I'm going to literally make it next door to him for cart parking. And see what that does. He also mentions, so after each new update, if any building got some new features, you have to build them again. I never knew this. Again, this is the first time I'm playing it. Otherwise, new features won't work. So wool will be produced by sheep each spring. I get that. We're waiting for a trader to come with some sheep. We're waiting for sheep. For warm clothes, you'll need sheepskin, which you should buy or produce in a tannery. And again, he says the tannery needs to be built again as well. So when I looked in the tannery, I don't doubt Alexander for 1 second. It does say tan sheepskin, tan leather. So I'm going to see if it does it. If not, I'll build another one right next to it and then delete that one. Just with having that tan sheepskin button there. And I don't know about the Weaver's Workshop, if they have... Bear in mind, they're not going to do the wool. These guys are going to turn the wool into broadcloth, and they're waiting for 100 wool. We did order some. I think I've got another warehouse. Where's my first warehouse going? No, I've got one over here. I need another warehouse in this kind of area over here to be able to take in the extra... Oh, there it was. I knew I'd ask for one. So in here, I'm going to put the stuff relating to kind of warm clothes and things like that, if we do get them. So broadcloth would be another one. And what else was there? Does it have warm clothes in here? Yes, it does. Annoys me when I spin down. I don't think I go too fast, but it seems I do. Warm clothes. Yeah, and the other one was sheep skin I just seen there. Probably fetching across to this area and the sheep hides as well. Sheep skin. Again, we're going to always move these around. These hold 10,000, don't they? So we'll try for 2,500 of each. And I'm not saying anywhere near ready for this kind of stuff. It's just so I'm prepared. If I've got it in the clothing area... But it may be that we need to put them across to the... next to this kind of slaughterhouse, the tannery areas, I'm guessing. May well be. Drop it down 5, I think we normally do, don't we? And again, I'm leaving both on for now. I can always change them later. What else have I been up to? I have requested a market down here, a warehouse here, 3 granaries. Started to put some more housing along that way and across the top ends. This land's really uneven, so they really were getting kind of out of shape and things. But I've asked for some houses along here. I'll make a little park or something in this gap. So yeah, I'll let this build through. So I asked for a lot of houses that need to remove trees and things like that, so I'll let it play through. But it was just basically to give you some kind of what I thought were really, really good comments from Alexander, that we may have to rebuild the buildings after the update, so we'll see how that goes. And I'll also get back to you if this cart shed starts moving the pigs around. There, so no cart nearby to deliver a pig. That's what I was waiting for. So we'll see if that does come across. and I'll see you after I get this queue down a bit, guys. Bye for now. Right, welcome back, peeps. So I did get the queue down a huge amount, and then I've probably added to it. So I'm going to fetch you back in for a bit of gameplay and see what we've been up to. Let's play. Now, what I've requested is another tannery. So the tannery here, now remember I said at the very start of this video that you had to rebuild, Alexander was saying you had to rebuild the kind of buildings. I had this ticked tan sheepskin and it was literally on hold waiting for the ingredients, so I've unticked it for to tan the leather, and I've added another tannery on this side. We've been trading a hell of a lot, so as you can see now, our kind of little village is a town with many areas. We're moving across this way. I've asked for a forestry down here to start helping us clear out some of these trees and things, because at the minute if I build something they need to clear a tree, they use the closest forestry. Like I say, I'm trading a hell of a lot, trying to get stuff right. I tell you what I did realise, so this one's full. I've got in stock honey, 12,000. I had these ticked to buy from local produce and they weren't coming in. I unticked them and they just brought them in out of stock. So again, that might help you guys. He's a trader. So for demands, I just click on them anyway because it lets us know kind of what I've got in stock. Shoes were perfect. We've got some in the town, so we'll deal. Buckwheat, we haven't got that much and we use it to feed things. So I'd be looking to kind of buy that. Charcoal, my charcoal goes up and down like a tartanickers. It's ridiculous. I have loads one minute, none the next. I can't get labourers to do it, so we can't be selling charcoal. Chicken eggs, I just don't have enough, like, and I've got 4 bloody chicken farms. Sunflower oil, the town doesn't have any, but I have got a little bit in stock, so I will do a deal. But that's something we need to keep an eye on. Clothes, we're not hit over the head with them, and the town's kind of been struggling, so if I haven't got the numbers, I'm just going to leave it for now. Raspberries is what the guys get, so I'll leave that. And honey, we've got plenty of. You don't get much money for it. Now, offering, same kind of thing. Lime, if it gets below 5,000, I do a deal. Salt, I have been working on salt myself. We've got quite a bit now, so we can sell a bit on that. Leather, we've got none. If I buy it, it'll help with the production for the shoes and things like that. So until I get my kind of leather sorted, bear in mind most of my cow sheds are kind of only half full, so we're not really producing. So I will do a deal for some leather for now to keep that production going. Iron, if it gets below 5,000, I buy it. I don't need any for now. Flour, I will buy just because we've got none. Sallow, we are producing ourselves now, so I'm not going to buy any of that. Dried fish I've been selling. Potatoes we're doing okay with. So that's kind of what I've been doing in tandem with checking on what I've got in stock. But the tailor did start producing warm clothes, so I didn't rebuild him, he just started producing it. So I think I'd bought in some sheepskins. I also sent a couple to be slaughtered just for a test, and the guys did slaughter them in the slaughterhouse and give us some sheep hides. Now I just want to check in the warehouses. I've got sheepskin, sunflower. I don't have sheep hides, so I'm going to add sheep hides in there for 2,500. There we go. So yeah, so hopefully you'll enjoy a bit of gameplay. You can see kind of what I'm up to. It's busy now, so you're constantly on with something. I'm desperately short of people still, I think. But again, in my game, I don't know if I've got set it up right with labourers. I just generally pick a number. I think I use 5 a lot and things like that. Whether I need that many. My fish got up quite well. I got 10,000 normal fish and just about 10,000 dried. So I started dropping out the odd fishermen, just in case they did need extra grafters somewhere. So again, whether that's right or wrong, or what you guys do in your game, you can let us know. I'm always open to tips. I told you I've put a forestry down in this area. We keep getting peeps in. I check when I click on these, and if they are short or something, so like flour, that obviously means I need more wheat, but I check the numbers on here. Flour I've got 150, and wheat I've got 4,000, so it could be some of these farms. I had to get rid of a farm down here. I'm still concerned about me growth. Yeah, I never seem to get my growth up high. That's probably really good for me. So if I am I growing normal wheat down here. I seem to be doing a lot of buckwheat. I don't think I'm doing much with normal wheat. Oh, we've got a bit there. I'm doing any on that. Sunflowers. Again, I don't have a lot of sunflower oil. So that one was wheat, and there was another one. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a windmill down here to produce flour. And maybe that'll help the guys out a wee bitty. So again, I just kind of play the numbers that's in front of us if I've got an issue. But sometimes the guys will say I'm just short of raspberries, which I can't really help them with. Cabbages, for example, I can't help them with. But I don't want them being short of water. That's for sure. I know it may be that they've got plenty nearby. I'll just need to remove a few trees, I don't mind that. So again, if I see something, I kinda cover it off. They were short of firewood, but I did check in the warehouse and they have got some, so I'm guessing that's just them needing to get out and get some bought in. But yeah, my peeps, definitely. When it comes to winter now, I think I explained to you before, I've got my fishing guys not working the winter. I'm sure it's something like... They still work in December, so I think it's January and February. So it says can't fish in winter. So, am I going to click off December as well? Yeah, let's try that. And see if they stop working. They might eventually pick up. So, yes, I've done that. Anything else I'm not too sure of. I left one. I'll tell you what did happen. Now, I left these in. I think it was the same again. I took them all off. And then my animals started to die. So I've left one person in the farms to feed them. I've got another mystery one that happens. My chickens keep dying off. They've got 6 months food in there, 7 months in there, 6 and 7. So fine at the minute. Yeah, like all the hatchlings just died off one time and they still had food. So I didn't know. I couldn't work out what was happening. Horses, we've got to breed horses. Ticked, and there was a couple being born. Not huge amounts though. I did lose horses from this area, I think it was. Starvation or something like that, so I bumped these guys up to 5, so I'm sure that's what I did. I put the water on max as well, and the hair on max. I remember doing that. So these were set at something like 300, and I just bumped them up to the max. If I get something else in there, then happy days, I'll add it. So yeah, there seems to be kind of a lot going on. It's not saying it's difficult to control, but it just seems to be constantly busy now. So them guys are short of flour, so again, I'm hoping that's going to help. So money-wise, we're okay. Let's see what we can sell. So same again, I've got flour coming in now, great. I don't want to sell my potatoes. Dried fish, I've got some in stock, I want to deal. It's not the most, but it'll help. Export stock, I am going to deal because I've got more than what they need. No, I'm not going to sell me textiles. Leather we had to buy last time. Metal parts, no. Horse tack I've got a bit, to be fair, but I don't want to be selling it. And honey, definitely yes. Same again, less than 5,000, we're fine. Charcoal, There, see, I'm up to 26,000 now. Now, I think it's because the guys don't work in the winter. They suddenly take up the labourers' jobs. So, I'm happy with that. And nails we've got plenty of. So that's kind of the way I'm playing it. I'm still looking to get more bodies in the winter, because there's the fishing's kind of shut and the farms are shut. Me jobs drop. So I'm hoping by keep building houses that we do eventually end up with plenty of labourers, that we can still feed them. It's just when you look at like some of the numbers, like hemp, I've got 2. So is it that I kind of stop the production chain for clothes by not selling them, but I still need the money to come in? So I'm not sure. I'll just keep playing it as I see it. These guys have been making the broadcloth, so we should have a little bit in the tailor's workshop there. So yeah, these ones have been making the warm clothes, which is cool. And then if you look at it individual, she hasn't. We'll find her home. So she lives there. I think it was Katerina, wasn't it? But they don't have good quality clothes or shoes or whatever. So again, how do I get them up to be so they all have 5s? Because you sometimes click on them and they're like they've got nout. 72-year-old, nothing at all. And he's got nothing, so unsure. But I'd still need to be selling to keep the kind of town alive. And I still need to be producing enough to keep these guys happy. This is full. So that was sheepskin I kind of bought in. You can move stuff out if you want to, by kind of move resources by wagon if you had somewhere else for it to go. But it's a sunflower oil. So sunflower oil for my peeps. I've got none. There's none in like the town stock, but I still keep trying to sell it because that was supposed to be one of the export things to do, and it gives good money. I started to try and do some with the fields across here and alleviate and take a couple of the fields off on this side. And again, that might be something I have to look at. I'm thinking probably, so let's get rid of that. Once we get into this area, you can see the line here. It'll let us go along. I think the edge of the map's about here. So I've got all this to move into. There's the edge of the map there. So I've asked for a forestry down here. I think I'll put more farming land in. Probably as another town. And let them keep going up that way until I can break the back of having enough people. I'm guessing it'll go the other way and you'll probably, have them unemployed and they'll be totally unhappy. But that's where we're at. I am still thoroughly enjoying it and trying to like chase your tail constantly. They've got plenty of honey, they've got firewood, and he's got no good clothes. And yet every market has the stalls in. I got rid of the extra stalls because what kept happening was I would go into a new one, let's say for example, and put in my higher options and apply to all, and the empty stalls that I wasn't using because I had them all in 10s, so they looked prettier, they had people in, so I had to keep sacking them off all the time, so I've stopped that. Now we have got new people that's just moved into this house, I'm sure. They're waiting for pork. Yeah, so he's got 1. Clothes quality 1 out of 5. He's just moved in, so did he fetch that stuff with him? I'll check on somebody else across here. Nothing. But do I export it or do I keep it for the guys? I do not know the answer. I don't think they're unhappy at all. I don't see them. I've never had anybody leave, touch wood, and I know that is one of the things that can happen if they don't have enough of a basic supply like water or food, then they'll just bugger off, which we don't want. So charcoal again. Labourers are gathering firewood, so we do have a labourer now, but I think when the winter comes and when the spring comes and the jobs jump up, they kind of just leave. Still looking to hire labourers for the farm. So yeah, I don't know is the honest answer. What's happening with my growth? Is that normal, or should I be having absolutely like full growth in my fields? But it seems to be doing alright, apart from these peeps. So there you go, we're starting to get the numbers down slightly. What's happening with the sheep? So they haven't got the best food reserves. Is there anything else I can give them? No. Again, water I'm going to probably put up to 1,000. Just to make sure that they have plenty of that. Because I have lost animals over time, which has been really kind of frustrating. And it happens really, really quick. Normally because I play on full speed, to be fair. So, let's have a look at some numbers. Chicken eggs, 115. Chicken meat, 410. So, it is going up slightly, but I'm only providing probably for the guys in the town. I would never have enough to export on that. Firewood, again, is okay. The wood never seems to go down. So, I got to this kind of area here. There's trees ready to cut. But they've never done anything with them. Never seems to be a shortage, like to replant. So again, if you guys know, let us know. What else for numbers? Fish, still fine. Honey, there's still a bit. Iron's dropping, so we'll need to buy some. You can see, well, iron's actually going up now, so they must be getting it from somewhere. Probably got some in storage because we don't produce iron. And I don't know, again, I think it just comes in dribs and drabs from the traders. It doesn't like, you know, all land at once. So I think you see when you see the carts running about. Yeah, there's 2,000 in stock there. It says I've got 2,044 stored. Not sure at all. Everything else I'm sure is alright. Let's see if we're short of anything. I'm starting to trade onions now. I don't want to trade potatoes. We have got sheep hides and sheep skin coming in. Shoes, we've got a bit. Stone, there's a question for you guys. Right. So here's my stone mine. I've got a max of 10,000 there. Now we put him here because there was stone. Now I did have a look around, and the only place I could see any stone on the map was a tiny little bit across in this corner of 191. So is that poor Gadget walking all the way across there to get stone when he needs it? I don't know. I've never seen it for sale. And I think that limestone's from the very start that we haven't used. The lime doesn't seem to burn and complete, so we're not really using much of it. The guys use them in here, but we're not producing fantastic amounts. So these are all the questions that I have, guys, that you may know the answers to. Trader. Right, so we've got 5,000 coins. Let's just pause. So he demands sunflower. I haven't got any. Lime, I have. But I'll buy that in when it gets to 5,000. I've got 1,000 in export stock. So I'll give him the 1,000. Sunflower oil, I've only got, there's none in the town storage, which I think that means the town people don't have any. Flour, we're never going to sell that forever. Buckwheat I need to buy. Never have enough chicken eggs. Horseshoes I wouldn't do. Salt I can sell. Deal. Never have enough flax. So, these guys, metal parts, it's less than 500, so I'm going to deal. Broadcloth, I think we've got that now for ourselves. Textiles we've got. Warm clothes, the guys have got, I did buy a load of these, so I don't think I'm producing. I'll keep an eye on them numbers, it's 2,500. And hemp, I never have enough, so I'll deal for that. So this seems to be the kind of way of it now for me. I tend to be dealing a lot. I'm not sure if it's going to affect us, as in I'm going to run out of money. I'd seem to keep it pretty stable, and because I keep fetching peeps in, I'm guessing we're getting the taxes from them alright. But this is the way I'm playing it. Okay, I'm still waiting for flour. They need firewood, but I keep checking everything, so if they've got it. Now the firewood for this area, where is my warehouses? I put one down across here for these guys. I'm just going to add firewood into there. 2,500. Anything I kind of see a shortage of, I can take from other warehouses. Right at all. Higher options. I don't know why what is the benefits? I think it's going to be later on. For the labourers, just to hire women where you can. I think that might be when your jobs, because I know there is a few of them where they'll only have kind of lads who'll work. Like there, the carpentry can only be men for the main workers, but you can have men and women as labourers. So I think that's why. These were making metal parts, and I think I was doing okay with metal parts. I'm just going to double check. No, probably need to have another one in there. So that'll be another job. A new family settling in town. So again, am I playing it the right way, that I just keep building houses and expand the areas to cover the jobs, to make them more efficient, trying to keep on top of, I mean, do I try and get the chicken eggs to a bloody 1,000 by adding in more chicken areas? Horses just seem to be fine. Pigs, yep, so they've slaughtered the pigs. There's no animals for slaughtering. And say, right, okay. So this is what happens now and again. An ox died of starvation. So in here, an ox died of starvation. Resource supply. There. So it's my fault, look. And this is how I worked out last time. I only had that on 300. Probably water as well. Up to 1,000. Apply to all. So now I need to provide another ox for this guy. I'm going to slaughter that because it's 8-year-old. I'm going to try and find them a couple of younger oxes. We'll say ox and ox. And then if I drag it down to... Which one did I kill? Was it that one? Yeah. Yeah, so an ox died of starvation again. Where was my other ox? There. So drop him into there. Now, 2 of them should go in there, but unless these get the food up, there's another ox died of starvation. This is going to be from the other salt works. So again, I'm going to max out these, because for all I think they're in there making salt, they're not. They're also out providing all the hay and the food for the ox. So I'll wait till they relocate, and then I'll get another 2 down here. Sure, they said they were relocating, but again, you only learn when it kind of goes wrong. Let's see if the animals move in there. Am I waiting for someone to move them? It's relocating. Right, so how many do we kill both off on the other one as well? Yeah. Of course, we're fantastic. So let's go into this one. We need to leave one for breeding. So I'm going to make him an ox and relocate him. And that's what happened on the farm. It was because there was no workers there for the kind of December time. They all kind of died off. I'm going to slaughter the 8-year-old. Make him into an ox. And that should help out down in that one. Did that work? I don't know what's happened there. And the game has crashed on me a couple of times. So this could be one of them moments. Yeah, I've now got a cow as my pointer. Okay. We'll let them settle, and if I need to, I'll just make sure that these are going in here. So yeah, so I've gotten them in, and there's now food reserve for 9 months because these guys are working. So yeah, again, if I've kind of learnt anything by that, that means that you need to keep these topped up. Oh, there you go. With people to make sure that there's enough food for the animals. Craziness. Right, did we have another one relocating? No, I took one out of there. 1, 2 in there. Ox, I've got one there, so I'll grab him. There you go. So now we should have 2. So new family settling in. Coolio, they're all coming. These guys look fine. They're unemployed. We've got plenty of jobs for them to fill. Both unemployed. So, as that's kind of going on, and everything else that's in between, then if they're like saying they haven't got something, and like carrots, I can't help them with that. And then I kind of pause it, look down the list. What am I short of? Chicken meat is glaringly obvious, and I don't think we've got any eggs. So again, am I going to put down for another chicken factory? Will that benefit us? I can only think yes. Whether it's right or wrong, I have no idea. Should we start? I can put a few more houses out that way. But do I start kind of helping out with a chicken farm across this way on, maybe? Just use my control button to slow it down because I do go too fast with it. So yeah, let's put another chicken farm down. And again, once that's built, I'll let it build up first, because another mistake I always made was I'd open the new chicken coop up and then automatically transfer your chickens and hatchlings across, half of them. And because you hadn't built up the reserve of food, they all just died. So craziness. So by the time you look at one thing and work on it, to try and balance it out, but at some point, as it is just going to go totally Pete Tong for us, like really, really wrong, I don't know. These sheepskins that are in here are from what I've bought. So again, we're not using them up because I have probably now started to create my own yet. So here reserves less than a month. I just want to make sure that, yeah, that's on the max. That's fine. So I can slaughter. I've got 2. So I'm going to slaughter 2 of them. Just to get some, to start to get some hides coming in. Now that's the last of the houses done. And I still, my jobs never seem to go down over. So I'm guessing I must have hundreds of like vacancies. And is it down to the labourers? Kids are still in school, they're getting better educated. Shoes, I think we're still doing alright. Well, yeah, we've got a few thousand. Right, so my money's still around the 5,000 mark. Iron, I've still got 5,000, I'm fine. Lime, I've still got a load. I've never seen them sell. I've got wool now. Sheepskin, I don't want to buy because I've got some. Buckwheat, I'll do a deal for you. Sheep hides, I don't have any. Cucumbers, no. Potatoes, no. So that's cost me a few quid, that. And I've got nothing to give them back. I don't want to sell me flour yet because we're nowhere near ready for it. The forestry's coming down next. Flour. So yeah, so this is kind of what I do. I keep building more houses. This is going to be the forestry, so it'll be a couple of jobs. But I think probably at the minute I might be making, I don't know, the second tannery's going to go there. Let's say I'm making 5 or 6 houses per a production building. That sometimes I'm putting 1 in. So I'm presuming I'm going to need like literally hundreds more peeps to come and work. I will bang down another set of houses across that way. I can see straight away. Did we ask for a well across there? We've asked for 1 across there. I'll chuck 1 in here. In fact, let's put a few in there in the well area. This may be where the girls go as well to wash clothes in the dirty well water. I will put out another row of houses across that way. That'll help out with the farm, whatever jobs here, whatever else we do. I'm going to, when the forestry's done, which is now, these need 3 as a minimum. So if I click on the other one, boom, boom, resource supply, higher options, apply to all. So I'm not going to ask him to plant. I'm literally just going to start letting him clear the area a little bit. And then I think I'm going to go farm again across here. And then more houses. We'll get whatever gaps we can fill in with houses and things like that. Keep an eye on the numbers. So let us know, kinda, am I doing it right? Is it just literally because, I don't know, that building at the start that I just haven't got enough peeps? But the other things, again, that I mentioned with Alexander, which were great comments, seem to be that they are working with the new products, and it might have been something that happened in the update. So they are producing warm clothes. The sheepskin that they're using at the minute, because we're not providing it, they will be taken from here. So they must be reserving it and taking it across there. There's the second tannery down. I'm not going to produce it for now, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have them tan the sheepskin. We have got sheep now. Yeah. How many did I have in there? 4, and there's still not enough. Yeah. So that's 4 jobs this time. Damn. And resource supply. We do need. So again, labourers at this part, is it like, I'm guessing they're the guys that's going out and buy and fetching the stuff in for them. Well, we shall see. And do they need an off season, and if so, when would it be? More jobs. So yeah, I'll stop producing after the flour mill. We'll wait for the waters and that to go down, and before the next episode I'll try and get in another couple of rows of houses. We'll see that how that affects with the production of the food and things. They're short of buckwheat, so normally at this point I try and get another buckwheat farm down, because I'll be thinking, oh, they're short of buckwheat, but I don't know. Growth's going up slightly on that one. Yeah, look, that's a lot better. So is it just I've got too many fields for them, so they're not getting them planted early enough? Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. I'm sure that's what it is. So I'll get another farm down that side. Anyway, that'll do us for this one. I'll pause it. The windmill's down. We'll add a worker. Let's just click on the other ones and make sure that I've got, how much wheat have we got? Yeah, we've got a few thousand. Let's make sure yeah, so I'm going to need to put 2 in, aren't I? So this is where all the bloody jobs go. Like all. Yeah, so that should give us a bit more flour. Pause. That's it. We'll stop. thanks very much for watching, guys. I've been Gaming Dad. Get in the comments, you know, give us some tips, help me gameplay. Am I doing it right? Is this just the game? I've got to keep going with it until I get enough people to kind of balance out the jobs. Tell us a bit about the labourers. And if you're liking it, obviously hit the like button, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.